No eyebrows for you. Please, baby, don't leave me in the rain. Give me a huge nose. Like, I want a giant nose. Oh my gosh. Do you think I'm gonna get copyrighted? Nobody's gonna know. Don't tell anybody. Hi guys, how are we doing today? I just thought today I kind of wanted to talk about Kira, so why not? So this is kind of going to be just like a little chatting thing while I work and draw Kira. So obviously, Kira, I got a lot of inspiration from Death Note, obviously. And it's really stupid. But I just thought it was hilarious that Kira's parents, you know, Birdie and Victor, they don't care. They really don't care as much to name their kid Kira or whatever. And I just thought it'd be a really funny gag I could do in the show because later on the line, I think it's episode 3 I have it planned as Kira's episode. And she's going to be, I think she meets this girl and they end up dating. I guess, spoiler alert, don't listen to me if you don't want to hear it, but they end up getting together, and I just thought it'd be hilarious if maybe her name's like, I think I named her Laureen. I haven't drawn her character yet in my side character sheet, but her name is Laureen, and I thought it'd be hilarious if she went by the name Elle. And then I can have the real life Elle and Kira. Oh my gosh, it's really stupid, I know, but I just thought it'd be really funny. So that's why she's named that, in case anybody was wondering. Anyway, Kira is like, she kind of reminds me of myself a little. I mean, all my characters remind me of myself a little, because that's kind of the point. She's very kind of likes to be in the shadows. She doesn't really like to be around people as much. She does have friends, but not like anybody she relies on. Like, she doesn't have anybody that's like her go-to, I guess you could say. And I'd say that's because of her family a lot, which is like the whole thing with the show is just gonna be a lot of toxic family dynamics, because it's calling on stuff and experiences I've had in my own life with my own family. And I guess this is kind of like an outlet for me to express that stuff and kind of work through it. So Kira, she's very middle child-esque, I would say. She's very unnoticed, and it's really funny because she's kind of the most talented, but she's very like artistic and skilled, but just goes by unnoticed because her family just loves Junior so much more. And that's mostly because of this like weird dynamic that they'd rather have a boy than a girl in this family. And so Kira kind of gets pushed aside while Junior gets like all the love and attention because he's the youngest, and you know, he's the boy of the family. And Victor, on the other hand, he just ignores all of his children, so I guess it's not really treating her any differently. He tolerates Junior because Junior's still trying to have a relationship with him, but at this point, Kira's old enough. She's like maybe freshman in high school, I'd say. And she's kind of gotten to that point where she realizes how much of a scumbag Victor is towards his wife and kids, and she figures if she kind of goes like under the radar, unnoticed, you know, she'll probably be able to get away from him. She'd just rather be on her own. Like, she's kind of just waiting it out till she can go to college. And so also through high school, she kind of, I guess you could say she's like, I don't have all my notes in front of me. I swear I have this all thought out. She always just thinks she's not good enough. Like, I'm not good enough for my friends or anybody or anything. And she doesn't think anybody could actually care about her. And that's mostly her parents' fault because, you know, Junior came into the picture like maybe a year or 2 after her, and then it was almost immediately shoved her aside. And she had all this like pressure on her to be noticed and to try and do something to be noticed, which is why she originally, like as a kid, put all this work into studying to be like good at art and everything, but she was always outdone just because her brother was there. And don't get it wrong, she still loves her little brother, but it's just, she at first blamed him before she started noticing that it's not his actions towards her, but her parents' actions towards the both of them. And so she's got her little depressing, kind of story. And then during her episode, she goes to class one day, meets this girl who sits next to her, and she just like won't leave Kira alone. And this is Laureen. And so Laureen, I don't really have a design done out for her yet, like I said earlier, but I was thinking something like this with like a rounded head. I don't know. I just think that's like cute to go along with Kira. You know what Kira reminds me of? Kira reminds me of Marceline from Adventure Time a little bit. Yeah, actually a lot of it. Like at least the color scheme, I guess. But another thing I'll say about Kira is she just doesn't talk to anybody, which is why she has friends, but they're not like the closest friends, is because she believes that they're just being nice. They're just being nice because they pity her. That's what she thinks about literally everybody, is that they're just being nice to her because they pity her. New kid at school sits right next to Kira. This is not very good. This is not what she's gonna look like, but sits right next to Kira at the desk. And after that, Kira gives her like a pencil or whatever, is like, here, because it's her first day and she's missing it with the strict teacher or whatever. And ever since, there was no getting rid of there was no getting rid of Laureen. Laureen is the most like, she's like one of those people that like will always run up to talk to you, and then she'll just yap on and try and ask you about yourself and trying to understand who you are and everything. Kira's just so annoyed by this. Kira just gets so annoyed by this. Laureen like slowly breaks her down, so that by the end of the episode, Kira realizes that she needs somebody in her life, and so they end up together. I have a whole plan for like season 2 as well, where I kind of want these two to be like toxic couple, because they're literally like freshmen in high school. I want them to be just kind of like, they're like so close to the point where they're inseparable and they can't spend any time apart, otherwise they start getting anxious and they don't like have their own lives. This is like the only attention that Kira's ever gotten where she hasn't had to work tirelessly for it. And so it's just a very weird dynamic, because now you have Laureen, who she doesn't know anybody and she wants this connection so bad that she just connects with whoever is closest to her at the time. And they end up getting along very well, so it works out. But it's like she wants this connection and Kira's still working through it, where she's like, okay, I need people in my life, but one person is fine, right? Only one person is fine. Actually, I kind of like those ears. This is the Laureen fit. This is the Laureen fit. Look at this. See this? See this? Is that cute? Let me know in the comments. If you said it was cute, you have to subscribe. This is gonna happen. If you think this is cute, you have to subscribe. Okay, that's the Laureen fit right there. Anyway, what I think is that Laureen has she's so scared to be by herself and to know and get to know herself, because Kira's spent so much time getting to know herself. Like, she has all of her ideas and hobbies and everything, but all of her personality basically becomes Laureen when they start dating. Where on the other side is Laureen has no idea about herself, and she's scared to be alone, and so she just clings on to Kira, and so they have this really weird, toxic, can't be apart from each other for 2 seconds relationship. And I kind of want to clue that in on the last episode, because when we have the last episode, it's gonna be everybody comes together, right, and we combine all 4 of the stories. And I was thinking recently, and I was like, oh, let's have Junior say something why the heck are you, like, where did she come from? Why the heck are you guys so close together, or something like that. And so if I ever make a season 2, say like the pilot hits off well and then season 1 does really well, and I can get people helping on this and voice actors and all that good stuff. And that's one thing I want to go into season 2 with, is all about their toxic relationship and how they can they need to like learn how to work through this and everything, which I think would be cute. I don't want them to break up because obviously there's too many toxic lesbian romances out there, let's be honest. I want something cute where one of them doesn't die or one of them doesn't break up with the other one because there's a man in the picture. Like, come on. Cute! Okay, I really like this. But should I do like that thing where they do the little eyes? Or maybe I'll do like this. Wait! Is that cute? Would they go well together? Oh my gosh. Be honest, would they go well together? I think they would. Okay. This might be the final design for Lorien. I was just joking around with all these designs, but I think this is really cute. If we're going from like the side, like this. Does she have a nose? What if we make her with no nose? Or does she have like a big nose? What if we gave her like a big nose? Oh, that's cute. But from the front, it looks like this. That's kind of, I kind of like that. I love drawing noses like this. You know what annoys me is when people draw noses and they draw them all the same like that, or like that. Like, give me a huge nose. Like, I want a giant nose. There needs to be more like this. Let's be honest. Okay, wait, we don't need it that detailed. I want to do, if I do an animation, I want to do an animation of her turning and then her nose just like pops out like this. Oh my gosh. It's so cute on her. Wait, I kind of want to make it more droopy. Like that. That's so cute. We're a fan of big noses around here. What? Okay. I think we have it like that. And I think she has like that buzz cut. I had somebody in my high school who had like one of these like half buzz cuts. And I always really liked it. Like, it wasn't super extreme with super long hair, but it was just really, I don't know. I feel like they're common, but I don't really see them that often anymore. Maybe that's because they're going out of style or something, I don't know. Or should we do it, we gotta make her head more blocky, maybe. All I know is that I love these eyes. I love the huge glasses. I think we need to work on her outfit, though. This was supposed to be drawing Kira, and I full on just started drawing her girlfriend, like... like, I don't even know anymore, man. Okay, wait. I think the problem is we need to make this lens smaller here. Okay, that's her other lens, the glasses. Okay. Then it goes like that. Boom. I think she has a bigger neck than that. I kind of like that. I want to have like some differentiation. You know, like there's some animators out there, I won't name names, that all their characters look exactly the same. I want to have more like variation in my drawings. I feel like, or at least in my characters. I feel like I kind of have that with my main character base right now. At least I hope so. Where, you know, Kira's a little bit more scrawny, and then Junior's a little bit more like, he's got some more skin on his bones, he's chubby. Basically the point is, I'm trying to make my characters more diverse, because I think it's so cute when there's like that much more personality in it, you know? Plus, I kind of want her to be more of like a teddy bear girlfriend. I think it's gonna be like a teddy bear crossed with teddy bear. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. Whatever. I kind of want it to be a teddy bear cross with like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something. I don't know. Something else, like a bat or something. Oh, a black cat. I don't want the whole, like, necessarily golden retriever thing, because I feel like that's so overdone. I know the black cat character is so overdone too, but I like teddy bears. I once had somebody tell me you know, like, I don't know what this is, but it felt like an insult, but it wasn't really an insult, but I feel like it should be taken as more compliments, where somebody told me that I looked like I was nice to hug, and I wouldn't say I was, like, a super, like, heavy-set person, but I was just like, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? And they were like a teddy bear, like, you'd be nice to hug, and I was like, that's a weird, is that not a weird thing to say to somebody? Like, what does that mean? So I guess I shouldn't be saying it about one of my characters, but I kind of want her to be like, I want her to be a very, like, warm presence. Like, I don't want her to be the annoying golden retriever where it's like every 2 seconds talking about, oh, I like this, like, it's so, like, hyperactive. But I want it to be like something where it's like kind of like more warm and slow to anger and stuff like that. I'm hoping what that person said about me is that's what they meant, but I don't think so. I think it was because I was kind of pudgy and they were skinny as hell. So you know what? We'll just forget about it. But that's kind of the personality I want her to. She doesn't have any eyebrows, I guess. No eyebrows for you. Yeah, I think that could be really cute because it's kind of more focused on like it's, you know, it's a double-edged sword because on one hand it's like, oh, you're, you know, so soft and warm and lots of people probably like you and all that, but on the other time it's like it's really easy for those people to hurt you. What did I say earlier? She wants everyone to like her. Whatever. That's just kind of a little bit of lore behind Kira. I guess I kind of went off on a tangent. Yeah, Kira's character, I wanted to make her, she doesn't talk. Like, she doesn't have any voice or whatever. You know what she reminds me of? Okay, she's literally like Garnet from Steven Universe crossed with, Marceline. That's basically her character, let's be honest. I didn't steal from that, like, I wasn't thinking that when I made her. But that's just who she reminds me of. Well, specifically, is it Sapphire? Oh my gosh. Do you think I'm gonna get copyrighted because she looks so much like Sapphire? Do you think I'm gonna get in trouble? I didn't mean that. I swear I didn't mean that. I don't know. You know, I'm gonna cut that out. I mean, nobody's gonna know. Don't tell anybody. Anyway, she doesn't talk in any of the episodes, even episode 3. Episode 3, I want them to have their own, like, vibes to each episode. And so episode 3 is basically going to be, like, a very, like, more artistic, everything's in black and white, and kind of, like, wobbling all over the place. Like, think of, what's that one show that the Adventure Time people created? It's like a podcast show. I'm sure I'll find it later and I'll put a picture up on the screen, but it's kind of like that, where everything, like, the animation style will be, like, very, like, wobbly and all over the place and kind of artsy. But I want it to be, like, day in the life, right? And very, like, kind of, like, black and white, old-timey movie where there's, like, subtitles and everything. I think that'd be kind of cool. And then once Lorraine comes into the picture, she's gonna, like, start lighting everything up. And then it's gonna be, like, all the, like, wobbly fluid stuff starts getting, like, smacked into place and stopping. And so at first they start, like, bleeding together. But then some stuff starts getting turned permanently into color. And then by the end of the episode, I don't know if I've written the script completely yet. I definitely have a rough draft for it. I want Kira to say, like, one word at the very end of her episode. Because the end of the episode is gonna end where they're both... It's gonna be, like, one of those, like, romance train scenes where Kira, like, pushes Lorraine away and then realizes she needs her, and so then she does the whole, like, run back to her thing. And so she throws, like, a rock at the window and gets let in, and then they're both sitting on the bed. You know what? Better yet, maybe I'll have Lorraine open the window, and then Kira's just standing out here in the rain like a nerd. And and then she speaks one word, and that's like the one word for the entire like show that she says. I need you. Please, baby. Don't leave me in the rain.
Whoa.
I'm so down bad. Can we stop fighting? Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway. So that's kind of a little bit more on Kira. Let me know if you want me to do this for some of the other characters. Because I feel like I was trying to be all sneaky when I first started doing videos about the show, where I didn't want to let go on most of the plot. But knowing how long it's gonna take me now, I don't think I can keep it a secret for that long. So I kind of decided to, like, you know, I'm not gonna reveal every single little thing, but, you know, stuff like this where it's like the general feel of it, I just kind of wanted to share. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you wanted to subscribe or like, it could really support me and this show and the channel in general. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.